Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and I am back with a craft fair item slash gifting item. So anything that you can get from a craft fair is a great just gift idea if you want to make it yourself and you don't do craft fairs. But I have a bunch of these in my stash from this year and last year. And so I just was like, okay, what could I make using these pads from Dollar Tree? And so I came up with this little notebook, and it is perfect for scrap busting. So I got out all my scraps for this. Is Simple Stories Lemon Twist collection, one of my favorites. And I've just been going to town. And when I say, you guys, I have been making so much stuff. I haven't been doing the tutorials, but I literally have, I'm looking at it right now, probably 10 tutorials lined up. And I have a busy week ahead, and I have my craft fair coming up. I don't even know how I'm gonna get all these tutorials done, but we're gonna see. But for this one, I'm gonna do a tutorial after we do a walkthrough of this. So this measures 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and it has a calendar, little booklet in there, plus a pocket. So I'll show you guys just what it looks like. And I used, so the format is different for the paper matting, but it's all from the same collection. Whatever my scraps were dictated what it was gonna be. And the cut aparts were different sizes. And this, I think, probably was like a 3 by 4, but I cut it down to more like a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. But I did matte on each one of them with silver. And so I have a silver foil and like a matte silver. Again, just for my scrap bin. I wanted to use up scraps. And so it looks like this on the back. They're all different. Same collection, but all different. So I started off first with a ribbon closure. So I think I have like 4 or 5 like this. And I'm just showing you guys this collection right now because I was trying to smash the collection, the scraps from it. So I made some stuff with using this tutorial. And you know, squirrel moment, I saw a card kit in the bin. So I was like, let me just do that card kit. And within the card kit, I made 3 different projects and have tutorials for that from Lemon Twist. And then there's another craft fair item I will share in another video. So right now it's all just with this collection because I'm just kind of going one collection at a time. And I thought, because I really want to just do Christmas, because Christmas is pretty to look at. But I was thinking people don't necessarily want to have Christmas stuff after Christmas. So I don't know. You guys tell me your thoughts. I love to hear from you, and you know I'm going to ask what price should I do. And when I do have my craft fair, I'll share everything. I'll do a recap as always. But I was at least thinking $5 for this, but again, you guys let me know. So I have the calendars here. It is just, you know, you pull the top off. I have these just slid into this pocket. I created a pocket with the paper. So depending upon my scraps, it could be this tall, it could be this tall, whatever, based on the scraps I had. So just to kind of show you what they look like. And this is my version without the ribbon, because I was like, oh, I don't know that all people would want a ribbon closure. And if you wanted to just stick this in your bag and be able to flip really fast, you know, there you go. So there's this version. I'm not going to open all of them up, but just so you guys can see. So on this one, I glued it to, I did my ATG. I put it right there. I could put in like a photo mat. I don't know. Again, I like to have the option of a pocket. If somebody wants a pocket, I don't know, I just like to have it. And I like the tight fitting pocket. So I like to make the pocket with my pattern paper and just glue on 3 sides. So I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but that's what it looks like. There is pattern paper underneath, but you're not gonna see it. So you can replace these. We just create a little like belly band to slide them on, or you can tape yours down and have it be a little bit more permanent. So when they're done, they could toss it. But I just love this size. I love little minis. It's a perfect little gift. And I was gonna go with the small Hobby Lobby pens. Let me see. I have those right here. Yes, I do. Which I do want to get more of these. I think I got 2 packs. But so $3 half off. But so I first was going to do that, but then I have another project that these are perfect for. So those go over there. And I grabbed these other pins from the dollar store. And they are these. So I wanted the color just in case to be fun, or just keep it nice, simple, and clean. So you could do just the black and white or pop in a color. And it's going to go in a bag together. And I'll come back with a video showing like things packaged up once I get that. I mean, I have some stuff packaged up from my previous sales, so this is just to add to it. But I'm gonna put them in a little bin like this from Dollar Tree. But I do have like this, so I just cut a doily in half and glued it top and bottom. We're not gonna open all of them up, but just so you guys can see. I would love to know what you guys think of this item. I am waiting for, I'll show you one other thing. Well, not one other thing. I have plenty to show you. This is a different doily. So right now I have a little lemon twist collection going on where I could have a little area that is just lemon twist. Okay, so let me set that aside. We are gonna make one together if I didn't say that already. But so I have more of these coming. I got these from Country Craft Creations and I have more on the way. But then I also ordered these. I'll have this link, well, I'll have both links for you in the description box. But I ordered these on Amazon and they're okay and they're gonna work fine. I mean, it's the same thing, just a little, but I love this like square. This is a 3x3. So there's, you know, that option. There also is tailored expressions, which I'll try to remember to link that as well. I wanna say hers is a square and it's 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, I think. But I was gonna get those after, you know, I had already got these when I was in Utah, and I was gonna get some more of the Taylor Expression, but I missed the sale because when I went, it was on sale. The next day, it was off sale, and so I want to get them on sale because I'm paying shipping, and that's a pain in the butt. Or I could do my Amazon and not pay the shipping. So, you know, you just gotta decide what's best for you. But I do love the square shape more. Let's see. I could just show you. I'm gonna just slide this out. Hopefully I didn't glue it in there. Kind of put it in. Gotta get them a little flexible. There we go. So if you slide this in, it sits up here, or you could just glue it just like that, and, you know, or use your tape runner and have it in there. But again, let me know what you guys think. I love hearing from you. Okay, so we're gonna set these aside. I just think these turned out so cute, and I love, of course, the little silver foiling. I can't wait to show you guys the other stuff. I can't remember what I said, but the card kit was so fun because I'm trying to see. Yeah, I did the cards, and then I did another project and another project. And I can't wait to show you guys how I was able to do that after putting the card kit together. Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and make this. And I'm just gonna show you how easy it is to just take, this is a great 8.5 by 11 project. So probably, I don't know if you guys can see good, but I have this zoomed in a little bit. So you have your 8.5 by 11, and then you're just gonna cut that into 2 pieces at 5.5, just like that. Then you take this and take off 1/2 inch, which I can't tell what is 1/2 inch, so I'm just gonna guess, or I can use my ruler. Hold please. Yeah, that's about right. We're just gonna go with it because I already have a prototype cut. Okay, so these 2 pieces, so out of one 8.5 by 11, you can make 2 books. If you want yours like mine, where I didn't want to add, I didn't want to have to cut a whole bunch more like stuff and get scraps. So I was trying to keep it simple. So you are going to come in and score at, let me show you the measurement on this one here. So I have this one put together already. Just in case you want a picture, this is the belly band right there. So we're gonna, with the 8 going across the top, we're gonna score at 3 1/4. And 4 1/4. That's not right. What in the world? Okay, that wasn't right. Oh, yes, it is. I'm doing the wrong project. What am I doing right now? Oh, I did another project. Ignore what I just said. I have my measurements right. That can't be right. What is that? That's not right. Hold on. Hold, please. Not right. 3 3/4. You dingle dork. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's what it's supposed to be. So when I mess up on my scores, I just turn it around and bump that baby right back out. If I could see. Nobody will know. Okay, 3 3/4. And 4 1/4. Okay. So just fold on those two. But I do like that you can get 2 out of 1 8 1/2. Okay, so looks like this. You round the corners now. I put all these on and it was so hard to get this corner rounded with my punches. So definitely round them right now before you go and do the strip. And then for this strip, just because again I'm lazy, I don't want to cut off any, I'm just going to put the whole thing on there. Is you are going to score at 3 1/4 inches right there, and then come back over here in 4 1/4, and I'm just going to match this up to make sure it'll fit. Oh my goodness, why am I struggling today? That is not correct. I think I'm just going to need to do a new video. Geesh. Okay, hold on. It needs to be 3. Oh, because I was thinking 3 1/4. That's why. 4 1/2. Oh, it said 4 1/2. I wrote it down right. Oh gosh, the struggle is real, people. So this is correct. Tiffany is losing her mind. Now you could just come in and miter this a little bit. Miter, miter, miter. You can, if this really bothers you, being, I don't know if you can see the score line, being that long, you can snip off the excess. But again, I just don't care. It gets covered up anyway, so. And you fold that over. Do a little dry fit. There you go. And if you're using, where's my glue? Where is, oh, right there. If you're using the same notepads, like Post-it pads that I am, then you want to just kind of, I just come down like, I don't know, 1/2 inch. I did some 1/4 inch and my notepad was up really high. It doesn't really matter. Oh my goodness, I didn't press it down yet because I wanted to see where I was going. Okay, right about there. You don't want to hang over here, but you don't want to be able to not fold there. Okay, that's good enough. And I have, I'm sad I opened this pack and this pack had a little like crease in it. Wasting my $1.25. So rude. So we just slide them on like that. So again, you don't want to go down too far because then your pad will like come off the page. So no more than 1/2 inch. I would do like 3/8 of an inch, maybe max. Okay, so Again, you would round the corners. I should have did that. And I need the rounded corner anyways. And I just did, for mine, I just did the smallest corner punch. I have to do mine upside down. I don't know how people, see, it never does it with that thing in there. I cannot see. Where are you at? It's not going in all the way. But I don't know how you guys can punch this way. I have to see that it's in there correctly. Maybe it's just a control thing for me. I'll fix that later. But so I have my matte pieces on the inside. This is 3 5/8 by 5 3/8, but still do a dry fit. Plus, make sure you can still slide it in between here, because you know, depending upon your scoreboard, you might have to trim off a little bit. Or if you don't have enough black showing, I might still want a little bit more off. So I think I'm going to cut off just a smidgen. Because why not? There might be a little more than a smidgen. Okay. And then this will get glued and just slid down into there like that. So I do like to do the inside first. I don't think it matters. But if you're going to add ribbon on the outside, you want to put your ribbon down so you don't forget. Okay. And I like to go up because that's less that I have to worry about wiggling with the glue on there. I thought I was going to get way more done this weekend, but nope. Had to, last night, of course, last second, I put that on a little crooked. Had to take my niece to get shoes for her homecoming dress, which is today. So, she was not, thank goodness, I did not have to drive all the way to the big mall, and there was a DSW. Is that what it's called? DSW shoes? That was close, that had one style that she liked. So I was like, whew, phew. Okay, and what do I have? Not that. I have some, so I have scraps here. And again, just pick like your smallest scrap that you want up here. I want this way. And put that down. And then you have to make sure whatever's down here is long enough to go to, you know, cover that up to make your pocket. I really like, I had a lot of scraps, like big scraps from this collection. And I used them up. I even used some stickers, which I never do, from the sticker book. That was fun. Okay, where is my... Why is everything hiding from me? Oh, it's right there. It's always just right there. Ooh, pay attention. Okay, and then I took a scrap piece of black and I just cut up a bunch of these. So I had them ready to go. It's like a 1/4 inch. Yeah. It is 3 5/8 by a 1/4 inch. I just add glue. Make sure, is it going this way? Yes, it's going to go that way. So I just add glue to the top. And I rounded the corner right here. So that's why I know it's the top. I come in, I just do about, 1/16 of an inch. And it's okay if it's a little big, because then I know it fits all the way. Like that. But I just have a bunch of these strips on my table since I was mass producing this. Okay, dry fit. And once you get the rhythm down of what you want, you could just mass produce, mass cut, the sizes, everything, and then just assemble them. You know, it's easy after that. And like I said, this piece, I'll give you the measurement here. But it varies. 3 1/4. So let me see if this one is the same. Well, that one's just slightly off, like a 1/16 of an inch. Again, it just depends on the scraps. Don't get so hung up on that. And put one in here. Oh, I don't want to do that yet. Let's put our little duty on. Our little duty. I think I'm going to put black in there. These make just, you know, fun gifts, favors. You can do them in wedding, baby. I still think I might make some Christmas ones just because I just love playing with the Christmas paper. There might be somebody who loves Christmas just as much and wants to give Christmas. I don't know. So it would look like this here so far. And you would have your notepad there. But let me see if I can just round the corner with these scissors. Good enough. Okay, so take this back out. Let's do the front. So the front, I have the white part cut. So we have that. I have all this pre-cut. Oh, I have this one. I was going. I was like, okay, I better do a tutorial really quick. So the white pieces are 5 3/8 and 3 5/8, which means the pattern paper, if it was a whole, would be 3 1/2 by 5 1/4. But I might even, I don't know, I might try to do a couple fall ones. It just all depends upon timing. I'll have time to do more for my November craft fair. And that'll give me time to see if people even like these or not. I don't know. I like to just test some different things. I think I'll have, you know, well, not think, I'll have a lot of gift card holder type things. Oh my gosh, my hands are so dry. This has been the worst year for my eczema. The worst. Okay, so we have that on there. Here's a piece. Look, I just used the border strip. I was like, oh, did I round the corners? Nope, I did not round the corners on that. So let's round the corners. I'd have to make sure, is that going to go the right way? Yes. Oh my goodness. Why today did I decide to watch The Perfect Neighbor, I think was the name of it? Oh my goodness, I was bawling. I was totally crying. It's on Netflix. I am not giving away anything. I never give away movies. I have like so many friends, plus my husband, who always want to know what happened in the show before they watch it. No, watch the show. It's the fun part. But I don't know. It was, I don't know, I was crying. I was in here crying, crafting, bawling, blowing my nose. Just a hot mess. Okay, I'm struggling with that. And I should have a little something something. So this piece is just 3/8 of an inch by the 5 3/8. You don't have to do this like white matting. You guys know how I am with like the outsides. I just love mats. But your project would go way faster if you didn't do the matting. If you wanted to do these for like gifts or craft fairs. Okay, so we have this right now. I have this for the front cover. I cut my cut apart down to, I want to say 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 maybe. Yes. And then I have my silver and my black. So I'm gonna glue that together, and I have these scraps. I used a border punch here, and I'm gonna glue that onto this. Need to set my glue up correctly so it doesn't dry. Let me make sure I'm on the right side. Yes. So just trying to get it somewhat, I use like these points as my guide. If I have to trim a little, I will trim a little. Again, just took the white out of my scrap bin. Put this down there. So we have like a little lacy trim. Cut this little sliver. And that is going to go just right there in the middle. Like that. Add some adhesive. This is it. Like I said, you could mass produce really fast some gifts. These are fun little stocking stuffers. You could do some of the other projects that I'll show later in the week. You can group them all together. This paper is pretty. That on like so. I don't want my gold foil to squish out. Not gold. Why do I keep saying gold? That's because I use gold most of the time. But I don't want the glue to squish out all over the silver foil. So I'm trying to be a little careful. Get off there. Okay. Then we will take it and just put it right there. You could add bling to yours. Again, I'm just trying to keep it somewhat simple, which is really hard for me. But it was fun to use that up and clean up that bin. Okay. There we go. Yes, yes. Okay. Put this back in there. And you can like mat that as well. I just left all mine blank, but you can mat it if you want to with a patterned scrap. This one I'll have to because I wrote on it. But that's what it looks like. There you go. So let me know, like I said, what you guys think. What should I charge for it? It will have a pin for sure and be packaged up, but let me know. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.